Though it's a little-known city in the Netherlands, the name Maastricht is familiar to millions of Europeans, shorthand for the dream, or as some see it, the folly, of European integration. The treaty signed there in 1992 committed member states to closer economic union and led to the creation of the euro currency in 1999. Back then, the mood was one of optimism.
Let's look to the future. With economic and monetary union, the 12 member countries can hope to draw the greatest possible benefit of a common economic area with its social dimension too.
But as Europe marks the 20th anniversary of Maastricht coming into force on the 1st of November 1993, any celebrations are likely to be distinctly muted. The financial crisis and years of recession, austerity and unemployment which have trailed in its wake through much of the Eurozone have seen the European project and the benefits of the single currency questioned as never before. And some believe the economic imbalances in Europe which have left some countries in such dire financial straits can be traced back to failings within the Maastricht Treaty.
The hope was that monetary union would lead to closer political union and perhaps eventually fiscal union as well. But obviously what we've seen is that didn't take place in the initial years of the Eurozone. So in that respect, there's still a lot of problems with the Eurozone in the sense that it's very different to other currencies where you've got separate governments and operating under a single currency.
While the immediate threat of a breakup of the euro has subsided, mere survival is well below what was hoped for in the early 90s. And as for dreams that it could displace the dollar as a global reserve currency, even officials from the European Central Bank admit that's not going to happen for years to come. But defenders and signatories of the treaty point out that the Eurozone enjoyed strong growth for several years before the crisis hit, and that had Maastricht's rules been respected, the picture today would be less gloomy.
We can't have Europeans always being negative about themselves. I think this is a temptation linked to the fact that you can always use Europe as a scapegoat. You can use the euro as a scapegoat.
With Latvia set to become the Eurozone's 18th member next year, and signs that growth is returning to the region, there are grounds for optimism. But 20 years on from Maastricht, the big challenge facing the EU as a whole is to find a big idea which Europe's diverse populations can rally around. With Euroscepticism on the rise across the continent, any more great leaps forward like that of 1993 will be extremely difficult to push through.